What's going on, everybody? LK here, and today, another tournament run. So this is actually my first offline tournament in more than a year, basically. You know your boy is masked up, though. If you want to hear me just talk about Nagoriyuki only, you don't care about the run, just skip to, like, the middle-ish, I guess, to when I play, the Nagoriyuki in Grands. Start to spoil it, but there's no other way to do it. Because that's one of the things I want to talk about is Nagoriyuki, but when we get there, right? This tournament was capped at 64 because it's an offline event, and they said it was pretty close. They said it was like 61, 62, so it's a pretty full bracket. Some pretty good players that you would see from online. I almost said offline because I normally say the opposite, but from online, so like K7 was there, I was there, Red was there, and then also this Nagoriyuki player, Furious Pelos, was also there. Pretty good spread of players. So here it is our first match of top 8. I'm playing against Badness. Eno normally is an Axel player, so I was actually pretty surprised when I was like, yo, he's playing Eno. But he beat everyone up until here pretty cleanly. Eno a little scary in the tournament just because of how nutty things can get. No other way to put it. Like, the match is pretty stable at the beginning of the round, but the longer the round goes and the more access to resource that she gets, the harder it is to fight her, the more return she gets, blah blah blah. For like the main difficult thing about fighting her. Luckily though, I think Milia does pretty well. We're already starting here mid-screen-ish, kind of just vying for space. Well, I can sort of tell when people don't have a lot of experience against Milia, and like, I tend to play a little lazy against people if I feel like they don't have a lot of EXP. Like, you'll see me like going to the top of the screen a lot and doing capel. Oh, I dropped the combo, whoops. Where against somebody who has like more experience against Milia, I wouldn't go for it like as aggressively because they're going to be looking for capel in certain spots. They're going to be looking for movement options in certain spots. This whole top 8 was 3 out of 5 by the way. And they're also, the only repeat character was Leo, which is pretty nice. Okay, he started hot with the dash JS. Okay, a little blocked. We wait for the H stroke and throw it. I'll never say just throw it, but like there are definitely spots where you can look out a little bit harder because the S stroke is -6, so you can do something after. There's a super. He gets a down off that into mix, but he didn't do right, so I threw. Typical disrespectful Guilty Gear player right here. Okay, this round's kind of close, but he doesn't have resource, so I don't feel like scared. He just spent it on super. So that means he also does not have a gold burst to use. He blocked the bad move, but didn't block the follow-up. Pain. Pain. It's okay. It's round number 2. So this like, there's really no option selects, right? Like, if you lose at a tournament like this, like, it's offline. You have nothing else. I was saying, like, I am reminded, like, offline is still better than online, but like, it's only like, oh, offline's slightly better, you know? Where like, if you're playing Delay Neko, like Delay Neko is so bad. Rollback saving us. Ooh, did I get to confirm? No, too far. Just bench too far. They got me staggered low. Nice, I was mashing. YRC, take my turn back. Whoops! Spaghetti. Okay. Stroke. I guess he was waiting for the burst there. Okay, hits me with the double. That note setup did not look too legit. I just kind of ran out. Whoop! Switch sides. Okay, that might have been auto block. I don't know. I do not know. If Milia hits you with like the tip of 2K, if they get over you with the H disc, right? Usually the game will block that for you. They won't treat it as a cross up. So it's something you got to keep in mind, both when you're playing as Milia and when you're playing against her. Okay, gets mix here. No problem. He goes for H stroke again. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Gonna break the wall. After 6H, like, you know, Eno doesn't have any other Gatling options, and it's not jump cancelable, so like, you can really sit there and look for it hard. Here I just do Septum because he can't burst the setup. There it is. Dead? No, a little bit more. I really tried. It's funny that now in this version, Milia has a similar guessing game to Eno, because people will mash your jump and think you're gonna air dash again. Okay, get a nice little combo here. JDSS. Let's break the wall. I think now I would not break the wall, and I would end the combo early, but I mean, here, since I have like a big life lead, I'll take the meter, it's fine. And beat neutral, win neutral again. It's not like Eno has a bunch of meter. Okay, here I'm going for damage. There's As far as combos, oh, that was good. As far as combos, like picking my routes has been a little bit different. It's kind of hard to splat with the Septum, which is actually not a bad thing in some cases, but there I was aiming for the 2-touch win. And we took that pretty cleanly. Nice little 3-0 against Badness. So we have the winners finals next. It's going to be me versus K7 Showoff. If you haven't heard of him, but you probably don't follow the online tournaments, he is going hard in the online circuit. I played him in Panda, Global Bamboo Battles, and Grand Finals, like, at this point I think a month ago. It's going to be Leo versus Milia. Again, I said before, I think this match is basically even. There's a couple of things you really have to avoid from him, but there's some nice things about the matchup too. The more I learn the matchup too, the more I'm like, okay, like actually this stuff is fine. So you're gonna see a couple of like key parts that I'm constantly thinking about when I'm playing this character. I realize too I do need to get better against him still, but yeah, I feel like I'm in a decent spot against the character right now. So there was the first thing, right? So you really don't want to take the full combo in the corner. The wall bounce combo he has, it's a loop with a 2S 5H that he basically does until splat. It does a lot of damage. He builds a good amount of meter. He's doing it to me right now though. As you can see, I can't take that type of damage, and Leo becomes stronger when he gets to positive, right? So he has things like Fireball, PRC, he could use his 236S really liberally, like there's a bunch of shit he can do that he can't do normally. It's kind of tense around because of the neutral. The good news is in neutral, I feel like it's pretty even-ish. Like Leo can't like super bully Milia the way he bullies other characters. And in the scramble, you know, sure, but from full screen he can't bully her with like projectiles and stuff. It's kind of nice. He's kind of taking a risk when he does it. I get the sweep into knockdown, into same side, low. Trying to push that combo, but bonk. Okay, 2H. You gotta make these hits hurt. You gotta make these hits hurt. One of the things, like, I watched me vs Sonic in its entirety like a couple times. One of the big things was I would not punish Sonic's DPs in a meaningful way. You know, like, maybe I would get knocked down, maybe I get a little bit of damage, but since you can get the 2H counter it, you can do so much damage. Okay, I'm on round 3 now. Uh-oh. Okay, that knockdown was not so bad. At least, like, it wasn't the cross-up knockdown. My fuzzy jump's getting destroyed right now. Okay, got a burst. I was gonna say, like, this round is fine because we both have our burst, but he got me first. Okay, coming back to the corner. He's looking for a lot of, like, preemptive jumps and, like, catapults, so I'm not trying to give it to him. Okay, we got the knockdown here. Bad moon. Bad moon. Bait the DP. Air throw. I probably could have done something better, but in the moment, it was okay. Bring him down. He has meter, so I'm gonna bait the... Yep. He has meter, so I'm gonna bait the DP. Remember that his DP is fast, so you can't like safe jump it after H-disc. You kind of have to read it. That was so woke, but he messed up. It's okay. You take this. I remember thinking too, like, I was like, man, if he did this on reaction to my button whiffing from there, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. Okay, game number 2 now. So he hits me in the 5k. Yes, 5k beats 2S round start. 2S round start is pretty good against Leo. I missed a close slash OS. Pain when I do that. Everyone was telling me I was playing really well this day, but I actually thought I was playing kind of like decision-wise good, execution not so great. And then like the nerves felt higher than normal. Like it's been a while. Like it's been more than a year again since I played an offline event. So we're playing on stage, everyone's watching, like that thing that people usually talk about when like, oh, the big thing about online tournaments is that you're just in your room or whatever. But that's some real shit. That's some real shit though. Okay, we swap sides here, I get the first down. He holds it and it's okay. I don't know if he holds it because he realizes that I'm far away from him. I'm smoking his defensive timing right now. Okay, S-disc PRC, gives me a little combo. We go for the splat. Here, it's kind of okay. There's a video I watched. If you have not watched this video, it's from SQ. It's about controlling your wall breaks. So if Milia already has this type of thing, kinda, because she can choose to stay mid-screen and offer mid-screen mix-ups if you want. But it's just going a little bit further into that type of situation building. You would definitely have to check with your character, because some characters I think maybe you should always break it. But with characters that rely a lot on momentum, like Milia, like Ram, it's something to consider. So at this point here, like I'm looking back on it with that mindset a little bit, and the one we had before was fine because I had like a life lead, like a pretty big life lead, so I don't care, I don't mind. but there are definitely times, mainly especially if you're trying to make a comeback, that if there's a way for you to not break the wall, then it's maybe not a bad idea to do it. If you're playing on a momentum-based character like Milia, like Ino, like Ram, those type of characters, generally sacrificing a little damage for one more knockdown and then the next hit wall breaking does more than just doing your full combo into wall break. So it's just something to keep in mind. Okay, we're going into game 3. He went back to character select, you know, breathe a little bit. This game has a really quick rematch, so get the cross real quick into the down. I tried the capital safe jump on him. He didn't bite though. Okay. The nice thing about that safe jump too is that it puts you mid-screen, so you jump forward, disc, read the DP. If you're wondering why he's not DPing me all day, it's mostly because he knows that I might try to bait it. Off sweep too, it's not so bad to go for the mix anyway, because if you block the DP, you get another mix. Okay, Capital, just get me out of there. Okay, gets hit by the low. He tried a backdash. It's really hard to do that in this game though. In Exert is a pretty common thing you have to look for, but in this game it like almost never happens. Back turn, I'm like, nope, no fat damage for you. So you notice too, like I always try to burst like back turn or like if he's gonna get huge damage. I wish I had my burst right now though, because now he gets this setup. I block somehow. Cross, you gotta hold that. Turbulence, he gets this again. OTG, that's mad plus. I am really scared. DP, nice. Yeah, he got his moon condition. Kind of got out of control from there. Be like that. We're back in neutral though. I'm peeling off as usual. S disc, good old S disc. S disc. The more I use this move, the more I'm like, yo, this move is pretty good. Okay, get him with the low. Jump over to the DP. Wait, he's running out of fumes. Break. Okay, so we get one mix here. He doesn't have meter. Oh, I went for this anyway. I was like, he doesn't have meter, so it wasn't so bad if I just run up. But past me, went for the safe jump instead. All right, we got the 3-0. Okay, so we move on to grand finals. It's me versus Furious Palos, Nagoriyuki, and probably like one of the main things about this video is about Nagoriyuki. Nagoriyuki, everything around him seems to be hyperbolic. Like, some people think he's top 3, some people still think he's bad. His matchup, like the way he plays matches is volatile. There's all this stuff we gotta talk about. If you want to quick how good do I think Nagoriyuki is, I think he's strong. I think he's like a high tier-ish group. Like, he's a good character. From what I'm hearing, he's got like some matchups that I guess you'd be surprised to hear that he wins. Like, I've heard really mixed things about Soul versus Nago. Like, I heard Nago players be like, yo, this is free for Soul, but I've heard Soul players be like, I can't beat Nago. Leo players, a bunch of, like K7 for example, told me that Nagoriyuki versus Leo is tough for Leo. So the range and like how much damage he can output is definitely a threat for some people. I think I mentioned in the matchup video that I made for Milia that I think it's slightly in Milia's favor, mostly because it's hard for Nagoriyuki to catch her. It might sound pretty repetitive, but like the reason why, like, for example, Nago versus Leo is pretty tough, right? Is that like Leo can't run, he has to step. He's got the full screen fireball, but Nago has like half screen normals that get even bigger the more blood he uses. So he can't, it's kind of hard for him to approach Nagoriyuki, and Nagoriyuki could just like approach on his own terms. He's got Beyblade and stuff like that. The nice thing about Milia is that Milia is way more mobile than Nagoriyuki, and if Nagoriyuki commits to like pokes too hard in certain places, then she gets a combo. The other thing too, of course, is that when you look at his, because a lot of your planning in this matchup is around blood and how much blood he has. So once he has about like 2 bars of blood, he doesn't have a lot of options left. Like, he has to focus on bringing the blood down. I mean, unless they want to kill themselves. If they want to kill themselves, they can by all means keep on doing special moves, but they want to focus on reducing their blood meter, which actually makes their movements more predictable because they're going to rely more on 5H, which gets buffed, 2S, and jumping more than normal. When he has low blood, they're going to try to use moves like the spin, so 2 and 4H, because it's really fast. It's 0 on block, that's good against Milia. They're like heavily on moves like that. Then once he fills up the blood, they're going to be pressing more buttons. So you're going to see like my approach to neutral varies a lot by how much resource he has, specifically. At the beginning of the round, I play more passively generally because I know that he's got things like the 214H, and he's got like his own version of the Gamma Blade. He can step in and out, and step doesn't use a lot of blood. But after like a couple of exchanges, and I see that his bar is like 1.5, 2 bars, I'm like, oh, well, in pressure they can't special cancel, and in neutral they're not gonna do too many things besides like maybe step. So anyway, Fierce Pillows took the first game pretty cleanly. It's definitely partly Milia bias though. When I'm like, bro, you think he's top 5, like top 3, top 5? That's crazy. The other thing is, he is just like Soul. He is a mids dispenser, so you need to know each part of his offense, like what the data is and what you should do when you defend, right? So for example, I blocked close slash, it's like +3. That you can't really do anything about besides push him out. There's certain things like if you block far slash, the second hit of far slash, he can't command grab you, but you can't tick the command grab. As another example, what to do after the Beyblade, because it's 0 on block. So for Milia, that's actually a pretty rough thing to deal with. I usually FD it to push him further, and like I cycle some up. Like I go for a jump anyway, even though he's gonna catch me, because if he does anything else besides like a 5 frame, I get out. So I kind of like force him to commit to stuff. Anyway, I get the throw. You get that little side swap in the corner, and when Milia does a defensive throw, you get corner space. Right now, the thing I'm thinking about Milia's throw is that like you can fuzzy jump a ton of the quote-unquote tricks that people go for. I want something that like hits it really hard, but I haven't really thought of anything yet. Okay, hair car fast RC, nice block. Respecting me, Bad Moon, doing his job. Just doing his job. Just doing his job. Okay, going to round 3. Met him air to air JS. JS pretty good round start as long as you don't dash into people's buttons. Like I tend to do dash JS instead of just JS. There's the Gamma Blade. See how I tried to jump, fuzzy jump out. In the previous round, he air threw me out of my fuzzy jump twice. And as you guys all know, I do not give a fuck about that. I told him too later when we were watching the matches. I was like, yeah, I didn't give a fuck. Like, when I care way more about getting hit than like getting air thrown. The air thrown was like 15-20%. Where like if he hits me with close slash, that's like 70%. So, but he goes for it here. Capel. Command grab PRC, very strong. So here's one of the spaces I'm talking about, right? I know he can't special cancel stuff. He has almost full blood. He has to swing. He has to swing the sword. That's all he can do. That's all he can do. And if he whiffs poorly, like if he whiffs a 5H and I did dash jump, or he whiffs a 2H and I'm on the ground, I'm pulling up. Oh, that's game though. I'm pulling up aggressively. I mean, if he whiffs 5H and I'm in the air, that's a combo for me, right? The 2S is probably the safest thing he could do because it doesn't have a lot of recovery. Like, once he does 2S, the Nago is already picking whatever button they're going to press next, and you need something for your character to deal with that, or you got to get out. Okay, Beyblade, he took his turn, it's fine, it'd be like that. That's how they use that move. Okay, get the air dash in. Another nice thing about this matchup is like when he misses you, Milia usually gets a hit. You're going to see it pretty often. He did wake up throw, pain. That 3-frame active life. Okay. Capel to get out of there. He's almost at max blood, so he's gonna be swinging a lot more. I'm like, do something, do something. Yes, we got it. Into the knockdown. He blocks the high, but gets hit by the low. So in my head, that's telling me that he is pressing, like he's trying to throw, or he's trying to do fight B. From what I've seen, it was definitely throw. Big 2H at round start. My man's gambling on that return, but he has to. Pain. Luckily for me, the Blood Rage hit the OTG, so I recovered in time to punish. I don't think I would get a punish otherwise. Okay, Beyblade at the start of the round. This is fine. We sneak into 2K there. He tried to swing. Despite Nago having better buttons than Milia, like, you know, he's got a sword, Milia doesn't. You guys notice how, like, I'm really consistently hitting him in neutral despite his buttons being better? It's because I use my mobility, plus I know what to target, like, at what times. Because when he has high blood meter, I don't try to engage very much because he's got things like spin and stuff like that that he can do. Oh, sorry, when he has low blood meter. But when he has high blood meter, I know all he could do basically is 2H, 5H, 2S, or like jump at me. Because he doesn't have a run, and he can't use step anymore. So we can pick our battles because she's so fast, and I get to attack at my own pace. Okay, I kind of took a risk there. It's okay. He's got like 1 bloodstock. That was so good. I remember when he did that, I was like, son. Because I was waiting for something there. I wasn't ready to react to the forward step. Okay, he chased me, but it's all good. He kind of... Oh, I remember spaghetti. Spaghetti. I remember this. Fuzzy jump out. All good. Cabal, he's scared. Nice block. That's minus like 19 because he FD'd it. But you got to be quick on the punish. I'm playing super lame. Yeah, I'm playing mega lame. I'm like, bro, you got to come over here. Okay, got him with the jump in into 2K. So his defense against like random approaches against Amelia is not bad technically. He is trying to throw or mash, right? So like he's trying to beat air dash, or he's trying to like just stop me from taking my turn. But you can land and do like 2K or close slash to stop people from mashing. Once you see them respect you, you can start going for other stuff like air dash again and stuff like that. Got him the cross from Capo from the top rope. I don't have the sound, so I don't know right now, so I don't know if I just heard something off screen. Sometimes I hear stuff off screens and then I do Capo because of it. Okay, I get a little schmixture. Into close slash. Sweep. He tried to backdash. No. Uh-oh, reversal 2H. It's not DP. Okay, yeah, we got this fixed. We got this fixed. Okay, pretty good. I don't mind going back to neutral. He can't really do that much. Like, he's already at 2.5 blood. He was 5H. What did I say? We go for the combo. He is dead. He was 5H. I was in the air. I thought, thank you very much. We hit you with the jump H. There it is again. Yeah, you got it. That's the only thing. You got to be careful. This is a good start for me. Okay, burst me in the corner. Respect. So he's gonna get pressure. Nice. This is the type of thing I'm scared of, and that's why I burst. Because he definitely still had a lot of combo left. Okay, just getting out of there. So I use Turbo Fall there. Like, once she does Capo, all she can do is block button or Turbo Fall, essentially. Turbo Fall gets you to the other side of the screen, so I thought he was gonna chase me, but he didn't. The pressure is real. This should be a splat? No. Wow. Lucky. Level 3 Lust Shaker doing his job. Like I said, I kind of felt like I played a little spaghetti. Oh, nice pull-up, though, after that. Okay, messing with my timing a little bit. Blood Rage. But I think it's -7. I did far slash 10 frames. But he's in a really bad spot. This is basically the tournament. Bonk. Chip damage. Chip damage W. You love to see it. You love to see it. As usual, guys, if you have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you guys feel like it. And I'll see y'all next time. I ejected from this tournament, huh? Peace out, fellas.